But we're gonna try now another game. I'm gonna see if it exists on Twitch. The Many Deaths of Lily. It does not exist. So I'm gonna go into games and demos like we did yesterday. What? This is a mature rated video game? It's called games and demos. Why would it be mature rated? What the fuck is this about? Oh, whatever. Done. That was weird. All right, we're gonna transfer over to the game. So this one is called The Many Deaths of Lily Kosen. Sounds a little bit loud. Is it? It's not too loud. It's okay. And this one is about you and your friends trying to survive a killer, if I remember correctly. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, and I need to refit it. I'm going to make it fit. Okay, like this. Different music. It's a lot creepier. We got preferences. I don't know what they mean. It's a little bit loud. Okay, this is very loud. Effects should not be that loud. Okay, that's better. Text speed. Voice bleeps. Nah, you can say all the bad words you want. So this one is a lot creepier. New game. That's exactly what I checked before we start. Full screen is good. We gotta do the main story. Fuck nuggets. What? Why are you saying that? You just wanted me to say fuck nuggets? Is that what you wanted me to do? What's a fuck nugget anyway? Oh god, it's way too slow. I'm gonna need to make it faster. A cold and dark Saturday night. I'm gonna make it a lot faster. Preferences. Yeah, it's better. You said I can say all the bad words I want. That's what I wanted to say. That's okay. There are much worse bad words. So I'm grateful you didn't go for a worse one. What the hell? A hooded figure. Very well. The candles are set. The incense is lit. If anyone wants to turn back now, this is your last chance. I have some decorum? Sure, I'll give you that. I'm gonna finish my boba. No more boba. If anyone wants to turn back now, this is your last chance. So that's what he tells us. Oh, there's a lot of cultists. We're surrounded. Hooded figure 2. Now that we're this far, are we sure that this is the right thing to do? Oh yeah, it's not a killer, it's a demon that's after us. I get why we're doing this, but sorry, no need to apologize. I was having similar thoughts myself, I admit. If this works, is everything really going to go how we want it to? It all seems too good to be true. Well, I died? Speaking on death? Oh no. Don't die. Did the demon die? No. The demon and the adventurer went on a date and lived happily ever after. No, we didn't actually finish the whole game. So we got to the point where they kind of got along, and then I wanted there to be something to be discovered for people who are curious about the game. So we stopped before that. Maybe you can kill the demon. I don't know, but I have doubts that I would be part of that game. Are you kidding me right now? We've made it this far, and now is when you start saying things like this? Well, we were asked. Yeah, I heard the question, same as you three, but why would we back out? Do we not want to help our friend? After all that we've been through, we get to this point. Calm down. We just want to make sure that we're committing to, that we're making the right choice. If I'm being honest, I do feel a little uncomfortable with the idea of summoning a demon. We're summoning demons now, Angel. We need your protection. You did get a tiny bit curious. Yeah, the game was really adorable. I thought it would be a little longer though. Still, going on that game for 2 hours was practically playing the whole game. But yeah, we're summoning demons in this one. No, actually, we are playing characters that are trying to survive a demon. We're gonna see how we survive the demon. But we're seeing the cultists first. I do feel a little uncomfortable with the idea of summoning a demon. Do you feel uncomfortable with the idea of performing the ritual and nothing happening? Because that's what my gut tells me is going to happen. No harm done. Hooded Figure 2 never says anything. I was about to say that whichever is the help they are trying to make, it can be positive with those robes, yeah. Cultist robes do not mean good things. That might be what your gut is telling you, but what if you're wrong? What if the ritual does work and we successfully call up something else? Then we've achieved everything we are aiming for, haven't we? Nothing wrong with that, is there? I'm wearing wolf socks. That's true, you did say that before. What kind of wolf socks are they? Is it that they're made of wolf fur? Is it that they have a wolf on the side, like a howling wolf and a moon? Is it that it's got like two little eyes on the toesies, and then there's a big mouth on like the end of your toe, making it look like the foot is a face of a wolf? Like how are they wolf socks? I want the details. The reading streamer. Yeah, I'm not much of a writing one lately, that's true. Welcome in, Pro. Yeah, I am reading a lot during these streams. How's your day going, Praho? Are you still playing Where Winds Meet? Green with the howling wolf. Green and wolves? Green doesn't go with wolves. Wolves are like purple or blue or something. Why green? Why would anyone do a ritual when the best case scenario is nothing happening and the worst case scenario is summoning a demon? Why are we shouting? That's a good question. I don't know. We're just being cautious is all. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, as they say. Yeah, and summoning a demon is a sure way to hell, dude. And if we're missing information, if this doesn't work the way we think it will, then who knows what we'll have unleashed on the world. There won't be any problems. Trust me. I've researched this thoroughly, and it is gonna sneeze. What's happening? Oh, he's coughing. That's much better. The hooded figure coughs violently for a few moments, their body shaking uncontrollably as they do so. A wheezing sound can be heard mixed in amongst the coughing, and they seem to be struggling to breathe. Are you alright? Can someone go get some water while I'm fine. It was just don't worry about me. Hooded Figure 2 never says shit. See, and that right there is why I don't get the hesitation. We've set up all of this shit, the circle, the candles, whatever, already, so why the fuck should we back down now? I get why some of you might be worried, but I'm gonna help my friend, even if you guys decide not to, because that's what friends do. You're right. We all agreed to do this because we wanted to help. If the ritual's been researched and it's safe, then that's more than good enough for me. I'm in. Well, I guess if you guys all want to, then there's no backing out now. Don't let people lead you. You can make your own decision. Hooded figure 3. Yeah, this is certainly a bit different to how the rest of today went, isn't it? Alright, what do we need to do to get this started? We just need someone to light the candles, then I'm good to go. Can barely see a... Sorry? Are you... Apologies, got dizzy for a moment there. All the more reason to get started. I'll take care of the candles. Do those people get paid? Feel like they didn't want to be there. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. This is the weirdest cult I've ever seen. The hooded figure spends a few moments lighting the candles scattered around the circle on the floor. The other figures are completely silent throughout the process. Well, that's a lot of light. Thank you, that's much better. Alright, here's where we start for real. I'm going to read out some passages from this incantation. You'll all need to repeat them after me. I'm not quite sure how it all works, but I think if you can try and say them in sync with one another, that'll help. I guess we might have to give it a few goes if it doesn't work at first. That's all we have to do? Just repeat what you say? Seems kind of simple. The summoning circle is made of a mixture of charcoal and my blood. The candles have been placed to siphon energy from the nearby ley lines, drawing their power to the circle. I've cleansed my blood with a special mixture of herbs, all in preparation for the ritual. Oh, I hope we can say the words correctly for you. Ugh, I'm so going to end up botching this. Seashells by the seashore. Seashells by the seashore. He's fucking it up. I'm not fucking it up. I read it perfectly right. I read it perfectly. He's the one who fucked it up. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be, you know? How about we start the ritual and we can worry about the small details after we've given it a go? What if you summon the wrong demon because you can't fucking speak, guys? Are you having a stroke? Maybe. My thoughts exactly. Alright everyone, repeat after me. Darkness black as midnight's ire, scarlet flaring, scorched by fire. Did anybody else feel that? Not really sure what you're on about, sorry. Wink if you need help. I cannot wink. What do you... I tried to set it up for me to wink like earlier today and it wasn't working. Some of my seniors say that humans are made out of clay, but these moments make me think they're made out of stupid. I think you're right. They are made out of stupid. You didn't? It seemed like the air got kind of heavier and then I felt a little lightheaded. You didn't feel anything like that? Maybe a little, but no, not really. It's probably just my imagination. Sorry, I messed everything up. Can we start again? Of course. Darkness black as midnight's ire, scarlet flaring, scorched by fire. It's hard to say, guys. Summoning a demon, unbelievable. Imagine if it's true. If I say this out loud right now, if a demon appears behind me, it's not my fault, okay? It's the game. Darkness black as midnight's ire, scarlet flaring, scorched by fire. Nestled beyond the edge of time, your power waits here in its prime. Nestled beyond the edge of time, your power waits here in its prime. I offer my soul, cold as ice, take it from me to pay the price. I don't offer my soul, cold as ice, take it from me to pay the price. Wow, we're summoning flames and demons right now. Give me your power in my limbs. Grant me your strength as the light dims. Give me your power in my limbs. Grant me your strength as the light dims. You failed to read it. I know I'm intentionally failing to read it properly. It's the point. Because if I read it right, I'm actually going to be summoning a demon. I don't want to summon a real demon. I reach out by speaking your name, Cal Nash. Come and answer my claim. I reach out by speaking your name, Perlac. come on and answer my claim. It's much better, you know? This way I don't have a real demon appearing in my life. And I've had enough demons in my life. I don't need an extra one, you know? Is that it? Is it just me or did... Prologue. End. Record your name. Okay, guys. You know the drill. You are making my name right now. You have to write it down. The first person who writes a name is the name I will use. Like, why would you say a ritual that straight out has you saying something about offering your soul? Yeah. If you read it wrong, you will just summon another game demo instead. Oh, we've got a lot of game demos already. I don't want another one. Necrolam. That's going to be my name. That's my name. You have said Necrolam to be your name. Bipin? Bipin? Good thing that was not the name. Oh no. Maybe next game. Maybe next game. You're going to be faster. You're currently moderately stressed. I'm very stressed. What do you mean? Did you move your mic to the bathroom? No? No? Why? What do you mean? Demons not even having to write things in the between lines anymore. Yeah, they don't need this the small print anymore. What do you mean are you pooping and streaming? Why? What do you mean? I would never. What is that about, Wolfie? It has a sound effect? I was drinking water. Is that the sound effect? A poopy sound effect? I don't know. Is it a sound effect in the game? A warm and bright Saturday morning. For the umpteenth time, I turned my phone screen on and checked the time. It was a little after 8:30. Nope, sounds like you're in a bathroom now. What do you mean? What? Wolfie, what are you going on about? Can people confirm? Is Wolfie on about something? Or is he fucking with me? You mean what you mean? That's not helping me. Okay, you don't know what Wolfie's talking about. Is there any difference in the mic? Is there anything going on differently? Because I didn't touch anything. I'm not messing with you, God's honor. I don't know. Maybe check if you're not having a stroke or something. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't change anything. What? I don't know. I can't see any difference. I'm checking my properties. Wolfie trying to gaslight us, maybe? Oh shit, Wolfie's in a parallel universe? Yeah, no, it seems everything's normal. Oh no, Wolfie! It's different. Did like your headset unplug? That's happened to me before. It made everything sound different. I don't know. I can't check. That's the problem. When I'm recording like this, I cannot check it. You Wolfie. I don't know what's going on, but I can't do anything about it. It changed since I took off my headset. Okay, everything's normal, Sin? Okay. That's weird. Maybe you are having some stroke, Wolfie. I'd be, you know, I'd be worried for you. Let me check another stream. Okay, yeah. That's a good idea. Check another stream. That would be maybe the best thing. I'd been awake for at least an hour, provided you didn't count the multiple times I had woken up in the middle of the night. For the last few weeks, I had been having nightmares. Well, that was a lie. I'd been having them for a while, but the frequency has really amped up recently. By the time I was waking up, I'd usually forgotten exactly what had happened in them. All I knew is that whatever I was dreaming, it was enough to get me to wake up in a panic, my heart beating far faster than it should have been. I wished that there was somebody that I could have talked to about them, but I was living on my own. Both of my parents were working overseas. They had been for months, but even if they hadn't been, I don't know what exactly I would have said to them. It wasn't exactly like I could have gotten them to give me nicer dreams. I should probably get up now. I'm not going to get anything done here in bed. Oh god, music change. Although I hadn't slept... Oh, wait a second. Do we have like a painting of a piece of bread on the wall? We are a fan of bread, guys. It's our favorite band, or it's our favorite movie, one or the other. Although I hadn't slept that well today, was looking like it was going to be a good day. Modern art? Yeah, sure. The sun was shining brightly. Okay, it's my end. I apologize. Maybe my speaker broke. That sucks. What the fuck? It's like suddenly the speakers just decide to break. I'm so sorry, Wolfie. I hope you can have like replacements. What did you do to the speakers? Did you drop them? Can you drop a speaker and then make them sound different? I don't know. Can they just break on their own? I mean, they still work, but now there's an echo effect. Oh, sucks. I'm sorry. That is really bad. I thought you were fucking around initially. Oh, it's the one built in the laptop. Fuck. That's even harder to change. Yeah, damn. God damn. I'm sorry. I hope you find a solution. I hope you don't have to change the whole laptop. That would suck. The sun was shining brightly and the weather forecast said it was going to stay that way for virtually the entirety of the day. It was pretty much perfect weather for the day's plan, a camping trip with my friends at the lake. I hope that Gabriel remembers to pack enough bread. Bread? I am a fan of bread. It's an expensive part to fix, really? Oh, sucks. I took out my headset because it was hard in my head, so I'm stuck with the sound for now. I know what you mean. There's always a time when my headset kind of gives me a headache. It really sucks. If it had been any other day, I would have quickly struggled into some clothes, but I was almost certain that I knew who was standing on the doorstep. If I was correct, they wouldn't care about seeing me in my pajamas. I went down to the door and opened it up to see. And then it's the mailman. You're like, shit. Oh, you got some earbuds? That's good. Earbuds is better than no sound. One of my best friends, Anna. Necrolam, did I wake you up? No, all good, Anna. I mean, we used to be called Princess last night. Now we're called Necrolam, so that makes a lot of sense. I was awake, although I'm not exactly that ready at the moment. I could have been a bit more organized. I hadn't been expecting Anna for at least another 15 minutes, but in hindsight, I probably should have anticipated it. Knowing her, Anna had probably been prepared and ready since last night. No, since last week. It would have been stranger if she'd come over at the time she'd said she would, as opposed to showing up early. Can you give me, I don't know, 10 minutes? That should be enough time to have a shower and have a quick bite to eat. Luckily, I'm not taking care of any of the camping gear. No, 10 minutes is not enough for a shower and a quick bite. Triple that, minimum. Okay, Noodle, stop pooping now. I never pooped. What do you mean? That must have been a torturous sound to hear. I'm sorry about that. Not my fault at all. But I'm sorry you had to hear something that strange. What the hell? Sure, I just hope I didn't come over too early. Not at all. I'm just sorry you'll have to wait for me. Come inside while I take care of things. I took a quick shower first and changed into some clean clothes. In between bites of toast, I scrounged around my room for some things, chatting to Anna while I did so. The forecast says that it should be nice, sunny 23 degrees, so I didn't really see the need to pack a jacket or anything. Hey, you never know. Better over-prepared than under-prepared. I was not ready to experience something so intimate. What? I'm gonna skip over that one, okay? That's it. I'm not saying anything to that. What about when it's nighttime? Exactly, you need to prepare a coat. It gets very cold out there. How warm do you think the fire will be? Well, it's definitely not going to make you any colder. Did I put my sleeping bag under my bed after the last time we went camping, or is it in the cupboard somewhere? Do you want me to throw in some extra clothes for you? Yes, please. I'll try and cuddle up in my sleeping bag anyway, so hopefully I won't need them, but it's good to know they'll be there if I do. No sign of it under the bed. Great. Now I'll have to look around through the cupboard. Okay, this person is absolutely disorganized. It's very similar to me and very different from me at the same time. You have no clue. What if it was like last time we went camping there, do you? In terms of temperature and stuff. Off the top of my head, no. All I remember is that they were planning to stay up most of the night, but then had to go to bed early since all of the tourists were complaining about the noise we were making. That was a serious pain in the ass. Let's hope that this weekend goes more according to plan. Ha! There it is! With the forecast like this, I imagine it will be fairly busy, but as long as we can get a good spot, I'll be happy. Alright, sleeping bag plus a change of clothes, battery pack for if my phone dies. I'm wearing my hiking shoes. Remind me, Gabrielle's bringing the food and the tents. Victoria's grabbing the stuff for the fire, and you're bringing a medical kit and stuff. As well as some torches. Torches? Are we talking real fire torches or like torch lights? What? Nothing that I need to worry about beyond my personals and the extra things you put in for me? Nope. Because I know it's stupid and I know I'm stating the obvious, but I don't want to get there and then when it starts getting dark everyone goes, where's the... Well, I can't think of something they'd expect me to bring that we haven't already covered, but I can picture it happening, and I'm just stating now for the record that you'll be fine, Necro Lamb. Although now that you say it, was there anything else that I was supposed to bring? I'm gonna say no, both because I don't think you needed to bring anything beyond what you've already said, and also because if you have forgotten anything, I don't want to take responsibility for it. I'm sure it's all fine. Alright, I'll text Gabriel to let him know we'll be a bit late. Then, let's head out. Sounds good. I'm really looking forward to this trip. Yeah, me too. I wonder though, would you be so happy if you knew what I had planned for tonight? If you knew what I want to do? I grabbed my bag, made sure that I hadn't left any lights on. Then the two of us left, making sure to lock the door as we exited. Gabriel's house is about a 10-minute walk from mine. Okay, this got a really creepy turn for a second. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I'm the character who's gonna do something, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I made sure to get to bed early last night since I think they'll probably be up pretty late. Not to mention that today will probably be pretty draining for my social battery. I hope that I have enough energy to keep up with everybody. I don't want to ruin the day or miss out on anything. I slept badly. I won't have much energy myself, I'm afraid. So don't worry, I'll be happy for an excuse to take a break. Was it more nightmares like you said the other day at school? Unfortunately, yeah. I can never remember what happens in them, but whatever it is, it's really messing up my sleep. I've considered looking into sleeping pills to see whether that'll make any difference. If taking them means getting a good night's rest, I think that's worth trying it. Yeah, that's what I figure, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't want to become reliant on them, and I've heard stories about how they can mess you up a bit. Hannah is annoying. Yeah, she's a bit of a worrywart, but it's okay. That does make sense. Do you know why you've been having the nightmares? Whether there's anything you could do to stop them. If I did, then you could bet that I'd do it, but for now, I just have to hope that they won't happen. What if we're summoning demons to get rid of the nightmares? I'm sorry to hear that, Necrolam. Let me know if there's anything that I can do for you. Thanks, Anna. It's appreciated. I had told a bit of a white lie there. I couldn't say for certain why I was having the nightmares, but I had a pretty good idea of what the cause was. If I was right, then tonight would be the first step in getting rid of them. Yes! Summoning a demon will get rid of the nightmares or something. You take sleeping pills sometimes? I used to for a while, but they gave me like a really bad like acid in my stomach. It would really like be painful, and I had to take the sleeping pills with food before going to sleep. But I don't like eating before going to sleep. It was really bad. Oh no, ads! The ads are now? Or the ads were just before? Oh no! It's the hell of ads. The two of us fell into a natural silence, as if mutually agreeing that we should save our energy for once we met up with the others. I don't know what the character was going to say, but I'm pretty sure no untruth coming from him is as simple as a white lie. Bold words, Angel. I don't think the main character is a guy. I think we might be a girl. I'm not sure. I slowed down a bit, allowing Hannah to get slightly ahead of me. Although I texted Gabriel, it wasn't as though we were in any sort of rush to get there. We had plenty of time to spare, and if pacing ourselves even slightly would make some small difference in how we got on during the day, it was worth it. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I got a bit of a weird cold right now. I had no idea what was going on in Hannah's mind, but her head was tilted downwards as she walked, and it seemed like she was lost in her thoughts as she walked towards the road. In retrospect, I think that had I called out to her, she probably wouldn't have heard me. She certainly wasn't paying enough attention to notice the car that was about to kill her. Welcome back, Angel. Welcome back from the ads. I agree with you. There's definitely something ominous is going on, but I don't know if our character is a he or a she. I thought the character was a she, but I don't know. Also, this character Anna is about to get hit by a car. Anna, what are you? Look out! Her head jerked up, but she couldn't move fast enough. The car was already bearing down on her, and she was likely still not entirely aware of the danger. Luckily, she didn't need to be. I reached out to her and pulled her back, jerking her from the road seconds before the car would have hit her. Are you alright? The car didn't clip you, did it? The car likely hadn't been going fast enough to actually kill her, but it wouldn't have been a harmless impact either. It turned into another street. The driver either unaware of how close they had been to hitting Anna or not caring. Dick. Necrolam, did that just happen? I could have... She collapsed to her knees and her hands were shaking wildly. It brings memories? What? Have you ever had like a close call with a car? Like that? Once again, her head was tilted to the ground, but I got the sense that her focus was more on what was going on inside her head. Hey, it's okay. It's all good. You're all good, right? I'm a little sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. It's okay, Anna. It's okay. You have nothing to apologize for. I didn't mean to, but calm down there. Take a deep breath. You're all right, okay? You're all right. She took a few deep breaths before standing up. The music is very intense. I thought it would kind of calm down by now. She seemed to be doing a bit better, even if her legs were still shaking. Sorry, Necrolam. I don't know why I wasn't paying enough attention. It's okay, no harm was done. It was a 1 in a million chance, and the driver is the one who really should have been paying attention. Yeah, me and my girlfriend needed to get to the bus that was on the other side of the street. She pulled my hand to run to the bus stop. I pulled her back kind of instinctively, and a car passed rushing in front of us. That is so scary. That is so scary. When was that? Recently? You were okay, right? And she was also okay? Shit. I guess, do you mind if we take it easy the rest of the way? Of course not, we're all nearly there anyway. Thanks, Necrolam. I'll try not to go too slowly. Okay, the music is done. That was intense. It was a scare, but everybody was okay. Perfect. It was some years back. God damn. I don't think it's kind of happened to me a couple times recently when I'm really, really tired in the morning and I have to cross the street to go to work. I've had a couple close calls with cars that are not careful at all. It's been pretty bad. I don't like when cars just go so fast and they don't care about like pedestrians. They should be a lot more careful. They have literally like murder weapons and pedestrians have nothing to protect them. Choosing to talk about yourself and your problems helped you keep a cool head. Thanks to this, you were able to react in time while Hannah was comparatively more distracted. Talking about yourself or to somebody else will keep their stress down, which is always a good thing. While it's good to talk about yourself, don't neglect your friends either. They need a bit of help too. To assist you in deciding how often you should talk to characters and what you should say to them, you can view character information from the pause menu. There were only a few more streets to Gabriel's and it didn't take us long to get there. Gabriel was leaning against the fence of his front yard as we approached it, looking relaxed and healthy. He could probably take on the world and come out the other side looking the same. He doesn't look that healthy, I'm sorry. He looks a little bit scrawny. He looks a little bit skinny. He's got like the bags under his eyes too. What are they on about? It was one of those longer roads and there was a line of cars in the closer side to us, so we couldn't see the ones in the middle. I'm pretty sure my hand hit the mirror of the car, but I don't know. It's been so long and it was pretty fast. You don't look healthy at all. What is she on about? She's imagining things. Anna, Necrolam, hey, how's it going? Both of us got a hug from Gabriel, which we returned. I didn't want to talk to him about what had just happened with the car, and thankfully it didn't seem that Anna did either. It's going great. Do you need any help packing any of the tents or the food? Nah, all good. It's already in the car. 2 tents, enough bread to feed the town, and plenty of meat to go with it. Are we just eating sandwiches for the end till the end of days? We're all into bread though. Like bread is a thing in this city. As well as some tea, coffee, and long life milk. God, Gabriel, you know that when you help this much, it makes us feel guilty, right? How much do I owe you? Nada. Be serious now. You know that I'm going to demolish most of it over the course of the weekend. How much did the bread cost? Not enough for me to be concerned about payment, honestly. Huh, are you sure you're really alright with paying for it all? I know it's a pain to. If I wanted some cash thrown my way, I'd say it. You know that I would. I don't mind paying for it. Funny, I was thinking the exact same thing, but I can see that you two aren't going to be convinced, so how about this? Take care of the washing up and stuff when we're camping, then we'll call it even. Oh, he wants some dishwashers. I would rather pay than be a dishwasher. This must be his healthy look compared to his other day. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's like just the best of his own bad days. Knowing how much food he normally provides at things like this, doing the washing up isn't going to be anywhere near enough to compensate, but it's better than nothing. Sure, that sounds fine to me. Dishwashing isn't not that bad. I just personally don't like it. If I can do something else, like provide food, cook, do anything, I would probably do that more than dishwashing. I made a mental note to slip some money into Gabriel's glove box when he's not looking. I guess I'm okay with that. That's like literally for most people I know, putting anything in the glove box is a sure way to throw money away because that person is never gonna open that glove box. Most people don't use those very often. It could be in there for months. And the day he discovers it, he won't even know what it was for. And he's gonna be like, oh, free money. And then he's probably gonna like spend it more recklessly than if he'd known what it was for. I don't know. I think it's a weird way to go about it. I guess I'm okay with that. Awesome. Any idea what you two want to do when we get to the lake? set up the tents. I still haven't forgotten that time we went up the mountains and you two insisted that we didn't need to set them up until it was evening. Hey, that's a low blow. How are we supposed to know that it would rain that hard? Oh god, don't remind me. 4 hours we sat there in the car pretending that we were okay with listening to one CD over and over again. How many people are at the front door now? We got one girl at the front door, but now we walked over to his place. We're in front of his place right now. Nothing to do but eat bread, but it just wasn't right. It wasn't right, Gabriel. Yeah, not our finest hour. Fair enough, Anna. We'll set up the tents first thing, but any idea what you want to do after that? Oh, that's easy. Let's go for a walk around the lake. Is this in this weather? Yeah, great idea. Or not to dismiss your idea, Hannah, because we'll definitely do it if we get time, but I was thinking that since today is such good weather, we could go swimming in the lake. You need to bring a swimsuit then, if that's the case. Tell people before you go and make that sort of decision. So it's 2 people in front of his door, exactly, including us, including all the chat. All the chat is in front of his house right now. I slipped some money to friends who paid for sushi for me and my friend. I told them after leaving so they couldn't get it back, but wouldn't have found it by luck. Interesting. That's one way to do it. Yeah, you tell them when they can't refuse anymore. That's the perfect moment to do it. Uh-oh, what did I say wrong? Not that it's not a... I see where you're coming from. It's going to be freezing, not to mention unhygienic. There'll be mosquitoes everywhere, around the lake as much as in the lake. What do you mean, dude? I once saw a snake in there. I don't think snakes live in the lake. They say that every year 10 people... Wait, really? You saw a snake? Well, I think it was a snake. Have a great stream. I'm gonna start mine soon. Gotta lurk. Thank you so much for coming by, Lucifer. I hope you have a great stream. And maybe after, if you're still up, maybe I'll go check out what you're doing. It was a dick, not a snake. Maybe. What a crybaby. Everybody's a crybaby. It's okay. They are teenagers. It might have been a sock. I almost read another word. It's your fault. It's your fault, Lucifer. Boohoo, man up. I mean, it's the past. They're remembering a snake. It's not even right here, right now. Exactly the point. Who would want to go swimming in a lake that people throw their socks into? Yeah, that's a really weird thing to want to do, Necrolam. I didn't know that people threw their socks in there. The weather's nice, so I thought it would be something nice to do if it got too hot is all. If you want to go swimming in the sock water, nobody's stopping you. But you'll also be on your own if you do. Like hell I will. We all know that the second she sees someone else in the water, Victoria will jump right in and join. Say, where is Victoria anyway? She's probably sleeping in. She's definitely sleeping in. I don't know why I even needed to ask. Why? We should probably go get her, huh? Yeah, good idea. If we don't tell, then we'll never get to the lake. I can't read anymore. My brain is dying. You don't trust snakes? That's, you know, appropriate for an angel. Of course, one is specialist in snakes, right? Oh god. Teens, 100% not people. Wouldn't want to be somewhere with them. With snakes? I mean, snakes are kind of cute. Also, we got Mr. the Juice, who's a snake, and he's a perfectly fine snake. Hop in the car, gang. And we're all in the car now. It's kind of a dirty car. We placed our bags into Gabriel's car, then climbed inside. As we did, Anna got out her phone. She's sitting in the middle? That's kind of a weird place to sit. This is such an unfun group of people. They're about to die. They're about to be hunted down by demons. Mr. the Juice doesn't count. He's a good snake. He told me so. Yeah, exactly. If the snake tells you it's a good snake, you trust the snake. If the snake doesn't tell you anything, you are allowed to doubt. I'll try calling Victoria. Victoria? Yes, mostly bread, I think. No, the test came up negative. What test? Yes, it definitely did. I've got a photo of it on my phone if you want to see it. What test? Well, if that's what you wanted, why did you make me do it for you? It wasn't that easy to carry that tiny cup all the way to the doctor's, you know. What? What is going on? What test? At least it would be fun. Yeah, it will be fun. They're all gonna die horribly. I feel the same about beings with omnipotence and abandonment dad vibes. And then you put a little Alistair. Yeah. You feel the same about Charlie, I guess. She's got both daddy and mommy issues. She's got the whole package. Wasn't easy to carry the cup to the doctors. I mean, it's kind of like, you feel kind of shameful when you have to do that. You feel like there's something dirty. You don't want people to see it. So I kind of get like, it's not fun to do that. Even if you're in the hospital, like, you don't like it. You just have an agenda. What kind of agenda, Mr. Prow? Do you have any idea what they're talking about? I've got an inkling, but for the sake of your innocence, I'd rather not explain. What? Who slept with whomst? I need to know now. Damn, foiled again. 9 months usually. Yes, it's very effort to be sooner. Yes, they're talking about pregnancy. Sausage related? Yeah, I think so, yeah. Not snake related, but sausage possibly. Okay then, that sounds good. Yep, see you then. Alright, Victoria's told us to wait around the corner and she'll be out as soon as possible. Thank God, I always feel so uncomfortable when I'm waiting for her and have to talk to her mom. She always gives you that look, you know, like you're responsible for Victoria. Like, maybe just relax, take a chill pill and let Victoria live her life the way she wants to. Teen pregnancy all the way, yeah, sure. Snake tastes pretty good if you season it right. I've never had snake. Especially not seasoned or in any sort of recipe. I wouldn't be, you know, against trying. I've tried a lot of different meats. I'm gonna shut up now. Victoria can definitely be a bit, you know, but yes, her mom definitely seems to ignore the good in favor of the bad. The tiny humans are not very responsible. Nope, they're not responsible. Shut up, Prow. I can't imagine what it must be like to have that sort of relationship with your parents. Poor Victoria. At least this trip will give her a bit of space from them. I let the two of them continue talking while taking the opportunity to open one of the bags of bread and eat a slice or two. By the time I was done, we had arrived at our destination. I think I've tried in my life. I've tried chicken, beef, pork. Obviously, those are all like the basic stuff. I've had veal. I want to try kangaroo. I've had horse. I've had, what else? There was kangaroo at my grocery store, but I didn't try it. What else have I tried? There was another. Yeah, I've had, what's it called? What's it called? Boar. I've had boar. That's fun. Thank you so much for the Larkson. Is your VTuber model a cannibal? It's not a cannibal. I mean, I don't eat that much. I mostly just eat souls. Oh my god, I hate that I love veal. Yeah, I kind of feel bad about it. I've tried it. It's pretty good, but I don't like it. I've had boar. Yeah, I've had boar. I've had boar in a stew, served in like a medieval styled restaurant. It was really fun, really good. Yeah, it reminds me of the cannibals from Has Been Hotel. Now that you say that, kind of, yeah, I kind of do have a little bit of a, what's her name? Rosie vibes a little bit. But I think Rosie's from the same time period as me. And she's from the Victorian era, so that would kind of make sense. Also the teeth. Definitely very Alistair teeth. Munch, munch, munch. I like that emote, it's cute. We'd barely gotten out of the car before Victoria arrived with a surprisingly small bag hanging over her shoulder. Oh, that's Victoria. Cannibalism does refer specifically to someone of the same species as you. I'm a human. I mean, I was a human. So if I ate human, then I would do cannibalism. But I don't eat humans, I just eat souls. So it's fine. Everybody shut the hell up, stop what you're doing and listen to me. The favorite of everyone, Victoria V. Valentine, is finally here and I command you all to stop what you're doing so I can talk. I don't like her. But are the souls human souls? Yeah. all sorts of souls. She looks cool, but she talks like an idiot. I didn't really mean it. You can keep talking if you want to. Haha, that's our Victoria. How are you doing? Kinda tired, to be honest. I wasn't really paying attention to the last time, so I didn't get into bed until after 1. Why is she wearing her school uniform? That's unusual. So you eating humans? That's cannibalism. But I'm not. She's just trying to do some dramatic entrance. Yeah, probably. She's a teenager. She's trying out personalities. Oh shoot, sorry that we had to wake you up. Don't apologize for dumb shit like that. I'd rather be kinda tired and hanging out with my buddies than having a snooze and missing out on all the cool stuff that's going to go down today. I'm bloody keen for this trip. Let's see whether you're still feeling that way by the end of tonight, Victoria. It feels like we're about to murder them. Why are they wearing school uniforms? She is. Are the others? Anyone have any idea what they want to do when we get there? Yeah, he's not. He's wearing everyday clothes. Set up the tents. And then I suggested we could go for a walk around the lake once we're done. All sounds good. All sounds good. Did you pack swimming gear, Victoria? I was thinking that if it stays this warm, going for a swim might be a good way to cool down. Huh. Isn't the lake full of socks? What is it about socks? She's doing it for the sake of the style? Maybe, yeah. Why are they wearing school uniform? Exactly. What are you gonna do, Lamb? What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna murder them. Yeah, Hannah is wearing another kind of school uniform, but it does look like a school uniform too. Shiga just did the bridal carry with Shinzi and I missed it? Wait, both are like spouses are cheating on us, Ultima? What is going on? Rude, indeed. What are you gonna do about it? Can you like slap them for me with each other? That's okay. I mean, you could do it with both of them. I said before, I'm open to an open marriage kind of thing. Isn't that like a sailor uniform? More Japanese? Yeah, definitely more Japanese. None of them, their name sounds Japanese. True, but it could just be the translated names. They could be translated. Fourth wheels be like. Just slap them. Just a little slap. Just to, you know, so they learn their lesson. It's okay. I don't encourage violence. It's not violence. They're asking for it. Why does everyone keep saying that? Look, I've swum in it before and there were no socks in it. Doesn't mean there won't be any this time. It's good that you've got some real world data we can add to the debate, but I don't really want to risk it even with that. Socks are not evil, so socks are not going to give you diseases. They're just socks. You just avoid them. Back to lurking. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Oh my god. Oh, that's the cutest frog. I love that frog. It's kind of hyper, but it kind of fits my mood. Let's just go to the pool next week or whatever. We still get to swim, but in a place that's not full of sock water. Yeah, I'm not winning this argument anytime soon. You got all your stuff, Victoria? Probably, but if we hang around worrying about what is and isn't in my bag, we'll be here all day. Last I heard, there was a lake we wanted to get to, so let's get going. If we have to wait any longer, I'm gonna murder someone. You and me. I really wish you wouldn't say things like that. Cause no disagreements here. While Victoria put her bag in the boot, I moved towards Gabriel's car. That sounds Canadian. Isn't that only a Canadian term? I still haven't gotten used to how much roomier the car is now. Where should I sit? Who do I sit next to, guys? You decide. Probably you wanted to do breaking army or whatever. Breaking army? Who's breaking an arm here? You know what? I'm gonna sit next to someone who will listen to me. I don't care who they are. Or you want to do Victoria? Encourage Anna to sit in the front so I can talk to Victoria in the back. What's going on? Bad decisions? One decision. You gave me 2 names. One of them. Just give me one of them. She doesn't look like... Well, listen, yeah, I know. But if we do this, then any one of them will listen. This is if we want them to talk, and this is if we want them to listen to us. So we could tell us about our nightmares. Don't let them speak. I agree. I'm gonna sit next to someone who's gonna listen. I climbed into the passenger seat before anyone could object, next to Gabrielle. Oh. They will know too much. She looks kind of cool. She does look kind of cool, Victoria, yeah. After checking that everyone had their seatbelts on and hadn't dropped anything, he started driving us toward Fusei Lake, so we're having a Japanese name to the lake. It was a good opportunity to talk to him. It's weird living without my parents, or who do you think would win? You know what? I'm gonna open up about like real deep shit. It's weird living without my parents. It's weird living without my parents. I would have thought that I'd be used to it by now, but I'm really not. I don't think it's that weird, or well, I think it's definitely weird, but I don't think it's weird that you're not used to it yet. There you are, living your normal life, then all of a sudden, you're on your own. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. They've left me alone before, just not for this long. I guess that's why it feels a bit weirder than normal this time. That makes sense. How'd you go with meals and stuff? Or the nights when our parents don't invite you over or send us over with a container of leftovers? Honestly, if I'm not ordering takeaway, odds are I'm just having noodles or a sandwich or something. The first time my parents went away, there were a lot of pizza boxes forced into the recycling when they got back. Yeah, I can't say I blame you. I'd probably do the same in your situation. I hope the stuff my parents make for you does help though. You must miss home-cooked food. Sort of? No matter how often I get my hopes up, there's still nowhere in town that does katsukuri as much as how my dad does it. But otherwise, it's the other thing that I miss about home cooking. Noodles! Noodles is a strong meal. I will check if there is food for dinner. Ooh, yes. Angel, can you turn her into a noodle? Can you turn me into a noodle? Else you're gonna make cheese sauce and noodles? Cheese sauce and noodles is the best. You can't turn me into a noodle, Prow? You don't have the points? Ah! I'm a noodle! Why? I'm gonna move a little bit here. Why am I a noodle? Oh, you did it last time, that's why. That makes sense. I'm gonna put on a little timer here. You guys are just like turning me into a noodle like it's like a normal thing. Oh, you guys are adorable. Shige! You cheated on me! What's going on, Shige? What are you doing with Sins? What's going on? I don't mind. I told you it's okay. If you want to marry Sins too, it's fine. It's not cheating if it's allowed, you know? What am I talking about? Sins is the one that grabbed you to dance. You know, you don't need to lie. The whole time I was laughing. Yes, I know. She came over and told us about it. I think it's cute. You guys should marry, you know. You should have a second husband, a second spouse. I don't know, just smelling the smells coming out of the kitchen, sitting down with my parents, sharing a good meal together. We're like reminiscing about our missing parents. We don't know why we're missing our parents. All three of us working together on the washing up. Although I could probably live the rest of my life without drying dishes again. Yes! Yes! You're good? You don't want to marry Sins? But I always heard the more the merrier, you know? You don't want to be married in marriage? I thought that was the point. It's things like that, I guess. Oh, and not having to think about what I'm having for dinner. Believe me, you quickly start cycling through the same 2 or 3 things. Any idea when your parents will be back? They called me the other week and said that it might be as soon as the end of the month. But they said the same thing about 2 or 3 months ago, so I'm not exactly holding my breath. Are my parents summoning demons? Is that what's happening? So realistically, I don't know, before the end of the school year, maybe? Yikes. Well, you do know that you're always welcome to stay over at mine, right? My parents don't mind one bit. Thanks, but I don't want to impose. Plus, it would feel weird just leaving this empty house there. Does that make sense? Not exactly. Like, if I started crashing at yours or Victoria's or Anna's more often, do I need to keep going back to make sure that nobody's broken in? Do I need to, I don't know, keep buying milk in case I decide one day not to spend the night at yours? It's, I don't know, it gives me this weird abandonment sort of, no, I don't know how to describe it. But I think it's probably better to stay at home. I mean, if nothing else, I've got all of my stuff there. Well, if you insist, but the offer is always open. And I mean, I don't want you feeling lonely, alright? Staying in an empty house like that by yourself, I don't think I could do it. Well, there are some benefits. I can play my music as loud as I want without my parents rolling their eyes like they're having a stroke. Ha, there's something I hadn't thought of. Sins! Lies! What do you mean lies? Ultima said it and I trust Ultima. Well, wouldn't have an issue if your home had walls. The home doesn't have walls? External walls. How come none of those houses had walls? I don't remember. You're being framed, Sins? What is happening? There's so much drama going on. You were aiming at your main squeeze. You do realize that that means that you have side squeezes when you say it like that, Sins. You got some side squeezes you gotta, you know, fess up about. Targeted Shig and Shig accepted. What is going on? I got you right there. One sentence and you're down. Not how I meant it. I mean, it's not the meaning that counts. We said it earlier. Death of the author, you know? So whatever you mean, the words now speak for themselves. Ulti is my main in all my sides. I'm sure. Is that like some sort of role-playing something you guys do? We don't need to know, you know? Oh man. That is crazy. Innocence proves nothing. Innocence doesn't mean nothing happens. You're right. Oh man, you guys. I didn't think getting married would bring so much drama, you know? Also, I'm not. It's married in a game, okay? I'm not really married. It's not real. Kind of. It's not real cheating. It's not real marriage. I don't know what's going on. But it's a lot of drama, and I kind of like it. I'm gonna die here. I need to go see what's happening, but I can't. You guys are just teasing me. I can't even go see what's going on. Water is life. Stream Elements wants me to drink water. I shall do so. Well, I guess we'll get back to this game then. I shall pretend I know nothing of this despicable drama going on. Do you think you'll move out of your home when you finish school, head to the city and live in an apartment or something? I have no idea how I'd afford something like that with the expensive city prices, but yeah, I do kind of like that idea. It'd be kind of scary to be on my own, but I'd definitely rather be in the city than here. Okay, I guess I need to actually properly prepare for it, and that's kind of daunting. I feel like I can barely plan beyond the next few days at best. Just like Victoria, huh? Never mind. Anyway, if you're missing your parents or feeling lonely or weird at home alone or whatever, you're always welcome at mine. I think I already said that, but I just want to emphasize it, and none of us want you feeling bad about a stupid work trip, alright? It's a work trip? I thought this was a school trip. What are they on about? What? And I hope that things like I hope this camping trip helps you feel better about things like this. This feels like a lot of real life sentences being written. It doesn't feel like it's written in a typical dialogue way. You're bored? What is that? Oh no. I think parents are in work trip. Oh, that's what Angel, you're smart. Thank you, Angel. I got lost in the plot here. Lost in the sauce, as they say. Of course it does. Thanks for organizing this all, Gabriel. Really, I appreciate it. And I'm sure that Victoria and Anna do just as much. What is that emote, though? It looks... I don't know how to say. It looks inappropriate, is what I'm gonna say. It's your best friends, you know. I'd hope so with the amount of effort I put into organizing this. Hey, jerk! Your stress level has decreased. Saturday, 9:23 a.m. Aside from gaming, Anna also paints still life in her spare time. What? Huh? Yes, Angel, you're smart. The car trip had gone as smoothly as could be expected so far. At least I could only assume that it had. I hadn't noticed any unnatural swerves, stops, or sounds from the engine. But as Gabriel began pulling into the car park that was located a short distance from the lake, a noise came that none of us could miss. Is it braking? Is your car okay there, Gabriel? Sorry, I should have changed down a gear but was concentrating on the turn. Give me a moment. What is going on? Is the car broken? That's not the smooth hum of a pussycat purring to life. Why is the car compared to a pussycat? I don't know. Does it have enough petrol? You did put enough petrol in the tank, didn't you? If not, I can help with that. No, the gauge says that it's got plenty of fuel. Hang on a second, I think I know what this is. For a few moments, Gabriel fiddled with some buttons on the dashboard that were out of my sight, then tried turning the key again. But whatever he had done hadn't made a difference. Fuck, stupid fucking, what the hell is wrong with you, you stupid machine? Work! So is she carrying around that bat? She is the most prepared character to face off with the demon. He slammed his fist down on the dashboard, causing Anna and I to jump. Calm down, Gabriel. It's not the end of the world. We're already basically here. It might not be the end of the world, but it's still far from ideal. Half of it is still sticking out from into the road. If a car comes over the crest of that hill without paying attention, they'll slap straight into us. It was a thought that I don't think had occurred to any of us, but now that he had mentioned it, it felt frighteningly likely. Although Gabriel was the only one of us who could drive without adult supervision, we all knew well enough how the drivers on these roads tended to be. Put the car in neutral, we'll have to get out and push. Yeah, get out and push so that when a car comes driving into you, you die. Gabriel did as Anna suggested, and by working together, we were able to get the car into the car park within a few minutes. From the sounds of things, no cars came by the road, and I felt a little foolish at how I overreacted. Once we'd gotten the car into space, we returned to its interior. Alright, so despite the car mysteriously dying, we were able to get into the park. Probably problem solved, I'd say. Problem solved? How the hell? I clicked too quick. I might not know a lot about cars, but I know that a night of rest isn't going to fix it. That's fine, we can ask somebody else here for some help. I'm sure that somebody here can jumpstart it or refill the oil or whatever. You sure about that, Hannah? I think we're kind of alone. I looked out of the window to point out another vehicle and disprove her point, but to my surprise, there weren't any on that side of the car. Looking through another window and giving the car park a quick scan, I saw that Victoria was correct. There were no vehicles parked anywhere. Don't they carry a phone around? I don't know, they didn't mention any phones. Furthermore, even through the closed doors of the car, I couldn't hear the sounds of any people from the direction of the lake. No screaming, children, no parents calling out to their families. It wasn't at all what I had been expecting to find when we arrived at the lake. It's not just me, right? This is weird, isn't it? Do we know what year the story is happening? I don't think it says. I'm gonna check right now. But I don't think it says on the store page. Yeah, it's just general. A demon is trying to kill you and your friends. That's all it says. It doesn't say the year. Gabriel's eyes were screwed up and he was resting his head on the steering wheel. I didn't know whether a reassuring pat on the back would be exactly what he needed or whether it would come across as condescending. We are sure that we're allowed to be here, right? It feels a bit... I wonder whether there's something happening here. We missed a sign on the road or something. There's nothing dangerous here or anything, right? I think that I should call my dad. The reception here is pretty shit, so I guess they have a phone. But if I search around enough, I could probably find a spot that gets me a bar or two. He can pick us all up and then we'll work out what to do about the car once he's here. Maybe he can get it working, but if not, then he'll know who to call to get it towed to a mechanic. Sorry everybody, I should have gotten a service for the car beforehand, but it isn't due for another 3 months, so... I think that we should probably play it safe, call the trip off. I think I'm going to have to disagree with you there, Gabriel. You are? I thought it had occurred to me. This wasn't a disaster or a mistake. No, this was an opportunity. It's a beautiful day, and we've already driven a decent length to get here. The lake is all ours, and you're saying that you want to just pack things up and head home? You'll call your dad? Then what? We'll sit in the car for close to an hour as opposed to actually doing the camping trip that we came here for? But there's nobody here. It feels like a thing that we're not supposed to be here. If we're not supposed to be here, then they need to put signs up and make things more obvious. Even if that is the case, which I doubt it is, we won't get in that much trouble. We're teenagers, for God's sake. Yeah, you can pretty much do anything as a teenager. They will forgive you. Unless in certain situations. Well, we're all legally adults, but I do see what you're getting at. So they're all 18. What are you saying, bro? Damn goat, right? I'm a goat? The three of them were wavering. I could feel it. I nearly had them convinced. How does it sound? We can take our bags and things out to a good spot by the lake, and if we see something saying that we're not supposed to be here or spot any sort of danger, then yeah, of course we can turn around. But if not, then is there any reason not to camp like we originally planned? We can call your dad tomorrow morning, Gabriel, and deal with the car then, after we've had a whole day, a night of fun like we originally planned. I don't like your character. Yeah, our character feels mean. What do we all think? Hello, Lamination. I hope you're doing well today. I'm doing really good. Hello, Anne Herjar. Welcome in, welcome in. We're playing a new game called The Many Deaths of Lily Kosen. We don't know who Lily Kosen is yet. Right now, we've been going on to a trip. Mean is a euphemism? Yeah, I think we're mean. Manipulative, definitely. The three of them were a bit too silent, and I began to wonder whether I'd laid it on too thick, whether they would ask why I was so adamant about us staying at the lake and not abandoning our original plans. But then... Fuck it, I'm in! If we're not meant to be here, well, it's not like I can disappoint my parents any further, can I? I breathed a sigh of relief. With Victoria agreeing, that would be enough to sway the other two, and sure enough, both Gabriel and Anna acquiesced moments afterward. This couldn't have been more perfect if I'd planned it myself. If nobody else comes to the lake, then we can take as long as we need tonight. As long as we need to do what? We don't know yet. On top of that, we don't have to worry about anybody overhearing us and wondering what's going on. This is the ideal situation. Well, now that we've decided on that, there's no time like the present, is there? Our gear isn't going to move itself to the lake. There was that one time that it did, though. I'll carry one of the tents, Gabriel. You put it in the boot. Didn't you? Ah! Necrolab, is everything all right? Yeah, it is. Sorry, when I stepped out of the car, I think I have a pebble or something in my shoe, and the way I stepped made it put some pressure on my heel. I hate when that shit happens. Toss that pebble as far as you can and get it the hell away from me. Yeah, of course, I'll do that, Victoria. He says we and us, so I don't think he wants to murder them. Intentionally, but he may cause it. Yeah, maybe. What a weak baby. Yeah, we're a weak baby. We got a little stone in our shoe. Fuck, really, I swear, I typed every letter of your name pausing on between and still autocorrect was like, fuck you. Autocorrect is like lamination. That's your name. I'm lamination now. I'm gonna put it on my freaking ID card. My hag ID needs lamination in there somewhere. Better to have them think that that's all it is, not that it is anything more. It looked like a bone that I stepped on, but I'm sure that it's just a stick. A bone wouldn't have snapped that easily, I'm sure. An old bone might snap easily, I don't know. But just to be safe, I swept whatever it was underneath the car with my foot, taking great care not to look at it. Why not? Why are you scared to look at a twig? If you think it's a twig. Just as I'd hoped, there weren't any signs forbidding us or the general public from visiting the lake. If any of my friends wanted us to leave early, then there wasn't much to justify it, particularly given that we had the entire space to ourselves. Well, that's the most essential gear brought over. Let's get working on pitching these tents. It won't be difficult to find a good spot, and it'll save us coming back here later. Hey, you would find it easy to pitch a tent, wouldn't you, Gabriel? That depends entirely upon how fertile the land is. That was a dirty joke. This was a dirty joke. It took me like 5 extra seconds to get it, but it was a dirty joke. What? Since when does it take me a while to get a dirty joke? Is he the father of her child? He thinks that little of her, but she's pregnant with his child? Well, let's assume that the majority of the time the answer will be yes. He's a teenager, that's normal. I don't know whether this is disgusting or pathetic. It's normal, neither disgusting or pathetic. It's just normal, Anna. You'll learn that someday. What? I thought I'd been negative? What do you mean? It can be both, can't it? You two are getting pretty damn critical of two people who are just talking about finding a good spot for where to sleep tonight. On each other? Is that what you're going on about, Victoria? Do you not like the idea of us looking around the whole lake, spreading out wide, sleeping around a bit? I mean, this has two meanings. This has two meanings right here. The test was negative? Wasn't it because it was negative because the other girl did the test for her? Like, because I think she's the one that's pregnant, but I think Anna helped her fake the non-pregnancy. Anna got a negative test for her to hide it. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I understood. But I might have also like misunderstood, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure she's either pregnant or had a pregnancy scare. You're allowed to live your life however you want, Victoria, but don't forget that what you do here will affect all of us. Okay, but you did get that I was making a joke about... Yes, Victoria, we all got it. So I'm joking aside, Gabriel, when you say that you can pitch, that you want to set up tents, there isn't anywhere that wouldn't be suitable, is there? She likes Gabriel and she's asking him if he likes her back this way. Wow, okay, this game is starting to be interesting with all the double meaning conversations right now. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. He would do anyone, anywhere. He doesn't care. Now that we are here, does anybody have a preference? I do have an idea, but let me guess. You want to make a camp right here so that we have the shortest distance to the car in case anything goes wrong. That definitely sounds like Gabriel. I don't really know why we bother bringing him along to things like this. Between the three of us, we can work out pretty much anything he'll say. Hey, I'm not that predictable. So then where did you want to set up the tents? I mean, it's such a no fun. Am I a no? Why am I a no fun? Why? I think he didn't get it. I think he didn't either. He just didn't think it through. Here, since it's the shortest distance to the car. Ha! See, you are predictable. Shit! How did my life come to this? Hey, it's not like I'm happy about how well I know you. Can't speak for the others, but I've seen things that I'll never be able to unsee. Huh? Wait, like what? Details? Are you thinking about the night? Are you going to elaborate, Gabrielle? I'm kind of curious now. I want to know. Yeah, the one where you... Yeah. So we're going to hear the story. Yeah, I want to hear the story. Spill the tea. Welcome in, tripod. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot the tripod conversation. We're playing a game about pitching tents in fertile land / people, and now we got the tripod coming in. It's perfect timing. You can tell us we're your friends. He's not gonna tell us shit. Wasn't the plan that we set the tents up now? Yes, you're absolutely right, Necrolam. So like I said, let's just start on things now. I'll organize the components, and Necrolam can I'll open the bread. Can't set up a tent without food. Cool, cool. So if Necrolam and I do that, Anna and Victoria, you two can feel free to sit back and take it easy for a bit. I will find out what you two were talking about. Fucking bet on it. Did he sleep with every girl in the group of friends? Is that what happened? Gabrielle opened a bag that contained the first of the tents and laid out the different components side by side. I took care of my own important task while he did so. But once it came time to actually assemble the tent, we ran into a small problem. Alright, catch! Hello, yes, the free-legged lady has arrived. You're a free-legged lady now. What does that mean? Does it mean you're wearing a very tiny skirt and you got free legs? Is that what it is? What? Are you holding on to it? I'm about to throw you the other rope. Are you asking me or telling me? Here. Wait, I don't... Alright, now I think if you, the pegs normally go in the ground, I know, but from the way we've got the ropes, I think we might not actually need them. Actually, are you sure we need the ropes? What is going on? You have gone camping with this tent before, haven't you? I know that the tents used to be provided by... I know that we used to use different tents, but this one isn't brand new, is it? Necrolam, buddy, tell you what. How about you, go get some firewood? Firewood? Yeah, we can have a morning meal. Yeah, it's not really camping until you've cooked some food over the open fire, is it? Fuck yeah, we can roast marshmallows. I like marshmallows. I didn't pack any. Gabriel, how can you bring meat and bread but not marshmallows to a freaking camping trip? I'm lost here. It's difficult to find free ladies these days. Aren't all women free though? What do you mean? I bet they ain't never seen tripod. The tent I can pitch is magnificent. Oh no. Yeah, it was the joke they were making earlier about the guy. I think he's the only guy. I think our character is kind of meant to be a girl too. But he's an idiot. He didn't bring marshmallows, so I have no respect for the guy anymore. I'm sorry. I don't ask for a lot, you know, but a girl needs marshmallows for a camping trip. Oh, well, I guess a fire's not a bad idea. What am I doing? Choose someone to talk to or prioritize yourself. No comment. But you're allowed to make no comment. Sure. Or anything you say will be held against you in court. Again, one of you decides what we do here. The tomboy? So we're gonna go with her. Alright. The one who might be pregnant or might have had a close call with pregnancy. You don't want to just stand around here and watch Gabriel fail to put up a tent, Victoria. Why did they phrase it like this? It's not me, guys. They're phrasing it weird. Right? I mean, I kind of do, but if you want to come with, then no prob. Especially if it lets Gabriel do his actual job. Sorry, didn't catch that last bit. You must have misheard. I didn't say anything. Oh, no worries then. The two of us walked away from the others, looking for bits of wood as we talked. I feel like these are not my real friends. I feel like they got secrets from me. Got music switch. So Victoria, anything new in your damn fucking straight there is? Can you believe this shit? You mean what we're doing right now? Or no, of course not. I mean the injustice, the cruelty. They can't make me do this, Necrolam. Not gonna lie, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Sorry, what's the issue? What do you think? Fucking school, of course. If this was anyone else, I could probably make a decent stab at what they're talking about, but with you, it could honestly be anything. You are also keeping secrets. Maybe. Also, I just realized I'm wearing my shirt backwards. I'm gonna switch that around just now. Okay, switch shirt side. Good. I don't have a freaking thing at the front sticking out of my collar. You clearly also keeping secrets. Sketchy. Yes, I'm sketchy. I'm going to need some more to work with here, Victoria. So get this. You remember that test you guys did in math class the other day? Yeah, it has nothing to do with a P test that you did earlier today or this week. The one you ditched class to avoid. Yeah, that one. So apparently I need to do it anyway because it's an essential part of your stupid final mark or some bullshit like that. Luckily, Noodles doesn't have arms, so it only took a second to switch. You're right. I could wear like a little ferret coat on the Noodle. That could be cute. What the hell kind of world is this where things like this can happen? Aren't you just going to do what you normally do when this happens and bribe another student to give you their answers? Hopefully she doesn't ask me for mine. Last time I got way too stressed wondering whether I was going to get caught or not. The time before that too, come to think of it. Yeah, so that's the thing, the teacher, right? Normally that's exactly what I do. And it's hard to read. And I get through with a solid 51 or 52, easy peasy. Yeah, you're happy with the 51 or 52%, great. Why are you in your true form? Because I think Angel turned me into a noodle earlier. She's not too clever. Yeah, I think you're right. But he told me that I'm gonna get a test that's different to everyone else, like all the same formulas and algorithms and nerdy shit, but with different numbers. And just as you say this, Mr. Robite, I'm back in my true form now. Mwahahaha. And now I need to move down a little bit. Like this. Okay, welcome back, Sin. I bought the tea game and did the after hour, just a little wholesome epilogue as a reward to do all possible recipes. Oh, that's really cute. I'm happy you bought it. I hope you liked it. My eyes. Hey, I'm gonna drink water. Thank you so much. That's not gonna help your eyes though. Hello indeed. Thanks for spilling the tea. Din sacrificed herself to spill the tea. It was nice. Oh, there's no devil killing. We've got confirmation. No devil killing, guys. I'm sorry to announce. Thank you so much, Sin, for sacrificing yourself for this amazing piece of data. Can you believe it? They actually expect me to learn the fucking formulas. So, do you want to help learning them? Do you want help learning them? What, right now? Nah, but we can work something out at some point before the test, surely. Maybe. But wait, better idea. What if you helped me? I thought that's what I already suggested. No, not wasting time trying to teach me useless formulas and shit. Helping me, literally. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's simple. You've already done the test, yeah? How well did you do on it? I don't know, like 60 something perhaps. Maybe a high 50. So our character's also an idiot. I don't say this very lightly. 50%? They just don't study. They're not even trying. I don't get it. How can you just have a 50% and be like, I did good? You don't do good if it's 50. It's bad. You have no room to talk, ma'am. What do you mean? I'm not an idiot. Am I? Well, so you know this stuff inside and out then, yeah? I mean, I know 50% of this stuff, probably. Oh, ads? I'm sorry. I can't do anything about ads, unfortunately. Perfect, so here's what I'm thinking. You can fit into my clothes, right? Come again? They're all like, hey, it's time to do the test, right? But then I say, sure, can I just go to the bathroom or some shit like that? And that's when we do the switcheroo. It's such a default music. I don't know about the music. It's better than elevator music, is sure. You do the test, break the records for my best marks, then afterwards we switch back. I get out of the test, you get to experience the joy that is being me, everyone wins. What did you say? That I am not stupid, with a very sad voice. And a question mark at the end. Something like that. That's certainly it's pretty bold idea, Victoria. I'll give you that. I don't want to talk to her again. Yeah, I don't think we should talk to this girl again. She's a bully and she's an idiot. Are you sorry? It's okay. It's okay. What is this game called? It's called The Many Deaths of Lily Kosen. But we don't know Lily Kosen yet. You like her? You go and romance her. You go and romance the dummy. You don't want to do it, do you? I mean, like I said, it's definitely, I've heard worse ideas for sure. I'm not exaggerating when I say that literally every idea that's ever been made before this point is worse than this one. But go on, I'll humor you. Tell me what's so bad about it. Everything? You do realize that our faces look nothing alike, right? Like nobody's going to be fooled for a second. Oh, yeah, valid. Alright, what if I was wearing bandages? Bandages? Yeah, like the day before the test, I'll get into a fight with someone or whatever, somewhere big in public so everyone in town knows what's going on. And when they go at me with their knife, I'll dodge my face into it. Hey presto, now I've got to wear bandages to school, including to the test. What is that supposed to mean? It means go and romance her. And then tell us all about it, because I want to know. It doesn't mean anything more. Sometimes my tone is a little weird. There we go. Perfect plan, right? Victoria, don't get me wrong. You've definitely thought of aspects of this plan. Yeah, I know. And that's why it's the perfect plan. Keep up, Necro Lamb. You know what might be a bit easier than all of this face dodging though? Oh shit, an improvement on the perfect plan? Tell me. Fine. I mean, you do what you want to do, Mr. Robite. I'm not making you do nothing. What do I tell her? Who is Tone? I am Tone. Do I tell her to study or do I tell her to sabotage the test? You guys decide. Ah! No! Oh no, I clicked. Well, I clicked the number 2, so at least I did the right thing, bro. You need to make your decisions too, Lamb. I mean, yeah, but you chose number 2 and I misclicked on number 2, so we're all good here. We have no say as always? How can you say that? Somebody chose this girl because I wasn't gonna choose her. It was a fast vote, indeed. It was quite a fast vote. I mean, you do have a say. You can say whatever you want right now, Mr. Robot. You just wrote the words, am I wrong? ? So you have a say. I don't know what you mean. If this was anyone else, I wouldn't suggest it, but Victoria's probably going to try something like this anyway, and besides, it's not like she could realistically do it. What if you could? There's got to be some way to sabotage the test, isn't there? Sabotage the test? You're a genius, Necrolam. My words do not impact gameplay in any meaningful way. Somebody voted for her. I wasn't gonna choose her. So necessarily, if you decide on something later, I'll follow it, and then you'll have all of the impact on gameplay. We'll burn down the school! Wait, what? And what do you mean by we? They can't make me do the test if there's no school to do it in. We just need a fuck ton of petrol, some matches, a packet of marshmallows, and a good alibi. How much money can you spare for the petrol? None? Seriously, not at all. Not at all. Damn it, I can't get any since they started distributing that security cam footage between the different stores. Alright, burning the schools off the table, but I'll work out a way to get out of this test. Mark my words. She's intense. Poor Victoria, she's never been great at school, but she's really been having issues this year. Well, she might be mad at me, but I think talking to her about some of this should have helped a bit. Victoria's stress level has decreased, but for her, because my stress level has increased. We picked up the last few pieces of wood for the fire in silence before heading back to the others. When we arrived at camp, we saw that the tent Gabriel had been struggling with had been set up, the ropes securing it looking taut. Do anyone have any recommendations of a website to read manga? I wish I did. I haven't read manga in a really, really long time. You use an app? I've seen a couple of apps. I've had one that stole my money, so I've kind of stopped using apps for that. Or a webtoon? I mean, isn't that literally a website? Webtoon? No? Mihon? That's a cool name. Someone had also set up a small area for the fire. We moved over to it and dumped all of the firewood we found next to it. So we're all good for me to start cooking, yeah? What am I cooking? Gabriel, you said something about meat earlier, right? Does it need to be cut up or something or anything? Please say no. Nah, just packed sausages, ready to get thrown in the pan. Sausages, guys! We got sausages! I know how you are when it comes to knives. What? I got a problem with knives? What is this about? Yeah, the app, it was an app on the cell phone. And if you didn't want to have any ads, you had to pay for it like a one-time payment. And for some reason, they charged me as though I was paying for a whole year of subscription or something. And I was just like arguing with the customer support for a refund. And they refused to do the refund. And so I was stuck with it. But yes, sausages. I kind of want sausages right now. I got some in the freezer, but it's not the right time to cook right now, you know? Like you're any different. Cool. So to get back to my earlier question, you're good for me to start cooking. Might be a bit difficult to do that without a fire, but you do you. Wasn't I supposed to go get wood for fire? Speaking of Victoria, you were bringing stuff for the fire, right? Like matches and stuff. You betcha. She was ready to start a school fire, so she is ready for any fire. Just cause I didn't wake up on time doesn't mean I'd forget something important like that. Victoria rummaged around in her bag for a few moments before throwing me a box of matches. Thanks. How do we want to do this? I'll pour. You light? Sorry? Because if you pour the petrol, you might get some splashing onto you, and obviously, we don't want that. But if I pour it, move away, then that way you don't have any on you, so when you light it, you're not going to go up in flames. At least that's what makes sense to me. But if you feel more comfortable doing the pouring and lighting, then that's cool too. What are you looking at me like that for? Victoria, that's not how you start a fire. Did you bring petrol for the fire? Of course I did. Victoria reached into her bag and pulled out a small bottle filled with a clear liquid. What do you think I was going to do when you said to bring fire lighters? Nothing gets a fire going like petrol. Yeah, but you don't use petrol for food. cooking on that fire is gonna be dangerous. Anna took a few steps back from the firewood as though it was already soaking in petrol. I don't think that's very safe. Safety schmafety. That was a hard one to read, I'm sorry guys. You don't like me bringing petrol along for a fire, but you'll get in a car that Gabriel's driving. Hey, what's wrong with my driving? Well, nothing, but don't you know that every year more than a lot of people die in car crashes is the point. Gabriel has a license and we trust him to drive safely. Exactly, you trust him to drive, right? You reckon that what he calls safe is the same as what you do? But when I say that this is safe, you don't listen to me at all, do you? No, of course not. We're talking about two very different... Oh, fucking whatever. Fine, play it safe then. But don't come crying to me when we all freeze to death tonight. Victoria threw the bottle of petrol to the ground hard enough that it bounced slightly before stomping off towards the lake. After a few moments, she picked up a stone from the lake and skipped it across the surface. She followed it up with another stone, then another. Crap, what do I do now? I need to keep everybody in a good mood or tonight will go nowhere fast. So, I still have the matches and, pass them here, Necrolam. I've had plenty of practice lighting fires. If you're doing that, Hannah, I might set up the other tent. Once Victoria's cooled off, we can have some food together, then the rest of the day will be ours. Sounds good to me. Gabriel moved the bottle of petrol so that it was further from the campfire, then walked over to the sole tent that was up. I guess this is my opportunity to talk to somebody and get a feel for what the current mood is. Now you decide, guys. I'm not touching the mouse, so I can't misclick. You decide. Do we talk to the dude? Do we talk to the nerd? Do we talk to the girl who's exploding with fiery desire? Which one is the bully, Mr. Robite? Is the same girl? You want to talk to the crazy girl who wants to set everything on fire? Shit. Okay. You see? You make decisions that matter. I would never have chosen her. She looks pretty angry. Let's see if I can help her. Whoa, that last skip was great. That must have been what, 4 or 5? 5, but I can do better. Oh yeah? Show me then. For a few minutes, Victoria skipped stones, receiving compliments from me as she went. She soon proved that she really could do better than 5, and as she continued channeling her anger into each stone, she seemed to calm down a bit. Victoria didn't really react well when I made my suggestions about what she should do for the test. I wonder what she's planning to do about it now. So, Victoria, how are fucking awesome, of course. Oh, really? Good to hear. You're not annoyed or the test you had to do, you're not still angry at the school for that? No, of course not. Only a dickhead stays angry at stupid shit like that, and why stay angry when I could instead focus on good vibes? Waste of energy if you ask me. Good to hear. You've come up with a new plan for getting away with not really having to do the test, haven't you? Nah, I was thinking about it and trying to work out how to swap clothes with you without you noticing. What? But then I realized, why bother? I could spend all this time burning myself out on a way to get out of doing the test, but at the end of the day, that's no better than burning myself out studying. What, so do you mean you're going to study? What, fuck no! Did you just hear what I said? Whether I'm studying or scheming, either way, it's just gonna burn me out and not accomplish anything in the end. It's a trap, you see? I sort of see what you're talking about. What are you going to do then? Isn't it obvious? I'll just stroll in there, do the test, and then head out. Minimal time spent, and I can get the fuck on with my life rather than stressing the little shit. Genius, innit? Well, I'm glad that you're not worrying about the test anymore, but I'm not really sure what you're just going to guess the answers then? Exactly. For most people, an idea like this would screw them over. But when it comes to Victoria v. Valentine, you've got to adjust your expectations and prepare for the impossible. I mean, the best she could do is get a 50%. Because if she does random on everything, it's a 50-50 chance of getting the right answer. I might actually be lower if there's multiple answers. Okay, she might actually fail. Yeah, it's a tough girl act for sure. She's hiding her true soft inner core, you know. I admire your confidence, Victoria. I think that's something that'll help you get far in life. You think I'm just gonna fail it, don't you? Kind of. Well, probably wouldn't use the word fail, but oh, for fuck's sake, Necrolam. Yeah, okay, I get it. I'm dumb. But you don't have to be so fucking negative about it. I found a way to get by this shit in an easy way. No need to be so fucking judgmental about it. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm being realistic. And if it comes across as negative, that's because I care about you and I don't want to see you fail this test. They'll just make you do it again and then you'll be this whole situation again. And then if you just do some studying now, you'll avoid that. So I'm just not really understanding why I can help you study, you know? That's all. It's very difficult to read this because every single sentence is the start of something and a switch into another sentence, which if a real person says these things with the right pauses, it would probably feel natural. But when I'm trying to read it, it just feels less narration and less like dialogue and more clumsy. It's very difficult to read this. Again, wouldn't you rather do a bit of like, again, this is a start of a sentence and this is a start of another sentence. Why do we have this start of a sentence? It indicates that I'm hesitating, sure, but why doesn't it just start with, wouldn't you rather do a bit of work now and get the whole thing out of the way for good? That would be a lot easier to read as a streamer. Why should I? Huh? Why should I study? Again, we're gonna have a thing. Do all that work and waste my time for what? This little piece of paper. This one is fine. This one is fine because then it's just a hesitation between and a repetition. So I can impress the teacher or whatever, pass the class. What the fuck does any of it even matter? Well, I mean, I know that saying this makes me sound exactly like my mom, and I hate when she says shit like this, but it's for your future? Of course, I should totally be thinking about my future at this point. That's exactly why I go to school, for my goddamn fucking future. Huh? Sure, I'll just fucking, yeah, let's study. Break out the textbooks. Let's do some studying and learn this shit. It's very difficult to read. It makes me feel like a robot if I don't read it right. Now, why stop there? Let's learn science next. Gotta know all this shit if I want to become a wizard or whatever. Victoria, sorry I didn't. That wasn't the right thing to say, was it? You know what? I would definitely encourage her to study no matter what, but you guys decide. You guys decide. What do we tell her? Do we say she should continue to study for real and stop fucking around? Or we apologize and drop the topic? Really, Prow? We're just gonna bend over backwards for this girl? We're just gonna be a little noodle? Fine. Sorry, it's none of my business whether you're studying or not, whether you're planning for your future or not. Look, whatever happens with the test, whether you end up working out a plan to get out of it, or you have to do it and you can't get out of it, good luck either way. Ain't you a noodle? I am a noodle, sometimes. Not by choice. Shit! I'm an actual noodle now. Shit! That's a problem. Studying is difficult, I get it. I need to put a timer on this. I don't want to be like this forever. And now I'm out of point. Shit! Everybody's out of points. Thanks, I guess. You know, I did used to do it. You mean studying? Yeah, I tried it, but then... Hell, I'm not really in the mood for telling the story. You sure that you don't want to? Nah, I'm good. Great, real big help you are, Necrolam. Yelling at me might have made her feel a bit better, but I think I still need to talk to her some more. Victoria's stress level has decreased. Victoria spent a few more minutes skipping stones and I watched quietly, figuring she'd probably prefer silence. It's 10 a.m. Nobody has had the heart yet to tell Victoria that her pet starfish is actually made of plastic. What? What was that about? Before long, Hana had gotten the campfire blazing strongly and called everyone over for some food. How are you feeling, Victoria? Fucking excellent. How about yourself? Good. Are you still angry about the petrol thing? Look, I reckon we could have saved a lot of time if we just used it from the start. But it's not like we don't have a fire going now, do we? And anyway, I burned off most of my remaining rage skipping those stones. What was your best one? 7 skips, but there's an absolute shit ton of good rocks around here. I reckon I might be able to get up to 9 or 10 by the end of the weekend. Well, in honor of those 7 skips, how about you have the first bit of food? Why did my brain read blood instead of food? Ugh, my brain, where's it going? What is it doing? No arguments here. Okay, I think that everybody's in a good mood. I just need to keep this going until the evening. Why? Why? What do we know about what's happening in the evening? So we said earlier that you'll call your dad tomorrow, right, Gabriel? And he'll help us get home or fix your car or whatever. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. We still get the entirety of today to have fun as we intended, and it'll leave plenty of time tomorrow for him to do what he needs to do. I like it. Does anybody have any plans for tomorrow then, after we get home? I plan on sitting down at my computer and spending most of my day gaming. Okay, Anna is me. I'm Anna. This is a normal person playing computer games. She's not setting the school on fire. She's not being a little rebel. She's a good person. It's not that I'm not happy to be spending time with you three, but I do need some me time while I have the opportunity, for sure. That's also me. That was when it happened. That was when she said the words that sent a chill down my spine, shattering my world in the process. I might also have a read over my essay for English since it's due on Monday, but I don't think that I'll have any major changes to make in it. Wait, say that again, Anna? Our English essay is due on Monday? Yeah, that's correct. The one on the imaginative landscape. This Monday, as in 2 days from now, Monday? I did mention it yesterday before we left school. Yeah, but why didn't you explain that you meant this Monday? I thought you meant the other one after. No offense, Necrolam, but why would Gabriel have meant the following Monday? Because if you'd heard what he told me, you also would have thought that he meant the Monday after this one. How did you word it, Gabriel? I can't remember it word for word, but it was probably something along the lines of, hey, don't forget that the essay is due on Monday and you won't have much time to do it thanks to the camping trip. See, nothing but ambiguity there. No ambiguity. I'm an idiot too. Due on Monday, that could literally be any Monday. Just to check, you guys have all done it, right? I did it the evening of the day we were given it. Okay, this is not me. Anna is not me after all. I never do homework on the day I'm given homework. I do homework the morning before having to hand it in. I don't do it the day before. I do it literally during the night before. I would drink 3 coffees, stay up all night, and stress the fuck out to write my essay. It's not even a matter of forgetting it. It's knowing that I write better and I work better under extreme stress circumstances. Adrenaline, it's ADD, guys. It's just when you have ADD, you don't have the same reward system in your brain that makes you do stuff like normal people. So I need the adrenaline to have any motivation to do anything. That probably cost like 5 years of lifespan, yeah. Which is why when I finished university, I was burnt out. It was horrible. And I took many years before I could even read a book for fun or write a story for fun. It was horrible. You and Tony will have much conversation topic when I manage to do YouTube DBD with us. Maybe. Is Tony very much like that too? He did it a day or two after. He's also a normal person. We have an essay due. Which class is this for? She said English earlier. Were you not listening, Victoria? Do I go to that class? Everybody has English. On paper, yes. In reality, no. I think he even gave that explanation letter by letter one time. Yeah, you see? It is. Sins, welcome in. What? Thank you so much for the biddies. You're welcome back in, I guess. That's also a very adorable little kitty cat. It looks like those plushies that you can find. Those little very soft plushies that you can get at the store. I love that. I want all the plushies now. I don't even have space for plushies, but I want all of them. Didn't think so. What did you say this essay was on, Anna? The imaginative landscape. Who wants the next sausage? I want all the sausage. I'll take it. The fuck is the imaginative landscape? Some real grade A bullshit, that's what. It really is. Oh, I didn't think that it was that bad. All that you have to do is talk about how the land around you treats you well if you treat it well. Please. It's 100% making shit up to fight the topic, not actually talking about real experiences or things that have happened in real life. It's completely stupid. Yeah, I'm in agreement with Necrolam here. We were given a ridiculous concept to talk about. Does this mean that you'll lend me your essay so that I can take inspiration from it? But no! I spent hours carefully crafting that nonsense. I can't have you diluting it by taking it for yourself. Sounds like I dodged a bullet here. You do know that just because you skipped the lesson where you were assigned the essay, that doesn't mean that you don't have to do the assignment, right? The teacher will still be expecting an essay from you on Monday. Maybe, but I've got a plan. She's gonna burn the school down. You're not borrowing my essay. If I'm not lending mine to Necrolam, I don't know why you think that I'd lend it to you. Shit. Well, on to plan B. The good old if I keep skipping class, the teacher can't tell me I failed the assignment. Hey, it's worked in the past. You mean for that maths assignment? Every class the teacher asks whether you'll be turning up so he can mark it. He hasn't forgotten. Not yet, but one day he will. Not to mention that he's older than me, so he'll die first anyway. Gabriel, is it okay if I have, if I eat the next sausage? Or would you rather? Go ahead, Anna. So I can't help but notice that we haven't found a solution to my problem. Have you considered just doing the essay like you were supposed to? It's really not that difficult, Necrolam. Just do it the night before. You'll be fine. You'll find it's pretty easy once you've actually started it. I guess if I can't rely on you two, then that's all I can really do. That throws a bit of a spanner in the works, but I'll worry about it tomorrow. Exactly, just do it overnight. Tonight's more important. I need to deal with that first. What about tonight? So Anna, you said that you'd mostly be gaming, but I guess tomorrow for me will now mostly be homework. What about yourselves, Gabrielle, Victoria? I hadn't really thought about it. I guess I'll probably go for a bit of a run, get out of the house for a few hours if I can. Do any of you want to do something tomorrow? We could, I don't know, watch a movie or something. I wouldn't be inherently opposed to that. Was there something you had in mind? Yep, had a DVD I imported arrive just the other day. The Stealthy Warriors Approach, a secret clash of ninja and fists. What a title. Let me guess, the film is originally from the 70s? Well, duh, that's the best decade for movies. The title's a fucking giveaway. It's both secret and clash in it, so you know that it's going to be good. I thought back to the last film that Victoria had insisted we watch with her. Muscles of Steel, the world's strongest fighter in the world, if memory served. The quality of it had been interesting. Well, like I said, I need to do my essay tomorrow, so... Come on, Necrolam, it's practically lost media. I'm pretty sure that this isn't an official release, it's just a copy some guy burnt onto a spare disc. Yeah, I got a homework to do, you know? You want to check out some lost media before it disintegrates into dust, don't ya? Have you considered that Anna is, she's finished her homework, so... Didn't you listen to her before? She said that she wants to spend tomorrow having some me time. Right, Anna? Ideally, yes. I'm not interrupting that. But if you're going to be lame, then I guess it'll just be me and Gabriel. Right, Gabriel? Before I commit to anything, I want to see what happens with my dad tomorrow. He might want me to sort out getting the car repaired before anything else. And if I'm being honest, I probably should prioritize it in case I need to drive anywhere in the next few days. Like what? An emergency? Rushing someone to the hospital? Why? Why are you going on about, like, why is my character hinting at something very dangerous happening? I guess that's an example, sure. What makes your mind go to that? Yeah, what makes my mind go to that? No particular reason. Here's the last of this batch of sausages, Gabriel. Thanks, Anna. Anyway, Victoria, I'll let you know what my availability tomorrow looks like and whether or not I can watch the DVD with you at some point. It sounds like fun, so I hope I can. Okay, sounds good. Now, if I'm remembering things correctly, Anna, you wanted us to go for a walk around the lake after setting up the tents, didn't you? I have no problem with heading off now. I can walk and eat, no problem. That sounds good to me. Yeah, no issues here. So then, what are we waiting for? We've got a whole day set aside for being here. Let's start doing shit. I think I'm gonna end this here, guys. I'm getting a little tired. My eyes are literally closing and I'm out of voice. So we're gonna go back right here. And I'll just share the little link to this game. If you guys want to keep on playing, if you guys want to choose to romance some of the characters, I don't even know if there's romance in this game, but I do know that talking to the characters and lowering their stress gives you a better chance of having that character survive whatever is going to happen. So that is like what was told to me about the game, is that you have to kind of focus on those relationships, build up like trust between the characters, and that's what's going to make you guys survive the night. I'm sad that we didn't get to see the demon though. They kind of teased us with the demon, but then we didn't get no demon. At least not yet. But a lot of hints that we're a little bit creepy. We're planning something. And that definitely could be intriguing if you guys wanna read up more on that. Thanks for the stream. Take care of your voice. Thank you so much. I hope I'm not having to read as much tomorrow because this is a lot. But it's fun. I like it. Enjoy the rest of your night. Lamentation, as always, is great chatting with you. It's great chatting with you too. You guys are amazing. It makes me really happy to see you guys every day. I don't want anyone to die though. Even the crazy one. Then you have to play and make sure everybody is not stressed. So I would propose massages for everyone. That would probably be the best option. But yeah, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you had some fun. I hope I see you again in the coming days. We're gonna do some more games tomorrow. What is tomorrow's game? I'm forgetting right now. Tomorrow is called Night Hold. It's a game inspired by Fallout 1 and 2, like the original Fallouts. And it looks very intriguing too. It's different. It's much more like survival, sci-fi. You got to build shelters and survive something that is called the Rot. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that's about, but yeah, it's called Night Hold #1. That's what we're going to be playing tomorrow. We've got more games planned for the rest of the week. If you guys are curious about what those games are going to be, you can join the Discord and see the schedule there, or follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky. I've also posted the games on there.